This is Story Recap. Today, I'm going to explain an action, adventure, comedy, and sci-fi film called Free Guy. Spoilers ahead, watch out and take care. In Free City, those wearing sunglasses are the heroes. One of them glides through the air, drops into a sports car, and drives away with a gorgeous bombshell. While getting chased by the police, the man shoots at the police car and impresses bombshell. Meanwhile, Guy prepares for work and orders the same coffee he always has. He sees a pair of cool sneakers but can't afford them. Buddy walks with Guy and they talk about their perfect life, even when there is chaos around them. Guy works at the bank and gets jealous of an old married couple. Just then, a gang with sunglasses declares a robbery. While on the floor, Guy and Buddy continue their conversation about Guy's dream girl. Buddy insists that she doesn't exist, but Guy remains hopeful. In a dark alley, a hooded figure meets up with Molotov Girl. The man offers her a map to the stash where a video clip of a secret level will be. When he asks what she wants to know about it, Molotov Girl warns him that she shoots people who ask questions. As she walks away, the man asks what she wants the clip, so she shoots him. Molotov Girl starts singing a song to herself as she walks on the streets, and when Guy passes by, he comments that he likes the song. Guy watches her walk away, realizing that she's his dream girl. Buddy points out that she's wearing sunglasses, so she wouldn't talk to him. Still, Guy follows Molotov Girl, but gets hit by a train. In the real world, Millie saves her game and sees an ad for Free City 2. A barista comments that everyone's obsessed with the game. Millie explains that she's suing the game publisher and needs evidence for the game. The next day, Guy wakes up and repeats his morning routine. However, when he orders coffee, he orders a cappuccino instead. When he noticed everyone staring at him with a shocked look, Guy explains that he's just joking. Guy takes the regular coffee and leaves. Still, the barista ponders over making cappuccino. At the bank, Guy is oddly tired of his routine until a gang attacks the bank. While on the floor, he spots Molotov Girl outside. Buddy reminds him that he can't talk to any sunglasses people, so Guy plans to get sunglasses. He gets up and asks one of the robbers for his sunglasses, but he gets beaten up. Still, Guy is adamant, so he fights back and accidentally shoots the robber. Shocked, he puts the gun down and wears the robber's sunglasses. As soon as he does, he sees virtual signs all over the city. He spots a health kit that no one else sees, and when he touches it, he suddenly feels energized. Another sunglasses person gets thrown off the sky, and virtual money appears above the body. Guy swipes the cash and sees it transferred to his account. In the Tsunami office, Keys shows Mauser how Guy, an NPC, defeated a player in the game. Thinking that the guy is a player using an NPC skin, he tried to boot him out but couldn't. The two then enter the game with Keys using a police officer skin and Mauser using a bunny costume. Finally, Guy buys the sneakers he wanted. Then he goes to where Molotov Girl went and sees it marked as a multiplayer lounge. Just then, Keys and Mauser arrive and accuse Guy of hacking his game character. When Guy doesn't get what they mean, Mauser tells him to lose his skin, further confusing him. Thinking that he's playing dumb, Keys and Mauser fire at him. Guy escapes into an under-construction building. Keys and Mauser quickly find him and start shooting at him again. Guy's shoes activate and say he has 3 jumps remaining. Guy presses the shoes and gets thrown multiple stories up. Guy jumps again but crashes onto the ceiling. When Keys and Mauser get near, Guy leaps to the top of the building. Mauser customizes the building to reach him. With 0 jumps remaining, Guy is forced to leap onto a wrecking ball. However, he misses the ball and falls. The sunglasses activate a bubble suit that cushions his fall, but Keys and Mauser hit him with a car. In the real world, Keys points out that even after Guy died, the number of players online didn't decrease. Mauser thinks it's just a glitch, but Keys insists that they have to bring it up to the CEO, Antoine. Mauser warns him that Antoine would blame him for the glitch. Mauser then wonders why an indie game designer from MIT is handling game complaints. Years ago, Keys and Millie created a game called Life Itself that promised to grow with the players. Keys wrote the code while Millie developed the AI engine. At present, Keys returns home and finds Millie in his apartment. Millie criticizes him for working for the company that stole their game, but Keys reminds her that Tsunami bought it and shelved it. He insists that their game was complex, whereas Free City is a simple shooter game. Millie believes that Free City was built using their code, and she asks Keys to help her find the evidence. Still, Keys refuses. The next day, Guy wakes up and looks forward to starting a different day. Meanwhile, Molotov Girl sneaks around the stash. Suddenly, Guy appears and blows her cover. With no choice, Molotov Girl teleports out of the location. The two head to Molotov Girl's secret storage unit. She blames him for ruining her mission, then tells him to level up if he wants to do more. To level up, he needs to rob stores and fight, but Guy refuses to hurt innocent people. Hearing this for the first time in the game, Molotov Girl challenges him to be the good guy. She then tells him to get to at least level 100 before talking to her again. Inspired, Guy tries saving NPCs from players, but fails. After many attempts, he finally protects the convenience store from a thief and steals back money from a bank robber. His different approach catches the real world's attention. Soon, he's able to defeat players and reaches level 102. While visiting Buddy at the bank, a robber enters and everyone except Guy drops to the floor. When the robber threatens him, Guy steals his gun. Guy tells Buddy that the sunglasses freed him to make his own choices. To prove it, Guy steals the robber's sunglasses and gives them to Buddy. When Buddy refuses, Guy orders the robber to leave. He then talks to Bombshell, who admits that she doesn't really want to be with any man. Guy encourages her to do what she wants instead. At the Tsunami office, Keys gets messages from Millie begging for his help. Later, Molotov Girl appears at the stash while Keys secretly helps her get in. Once in, Molotov Girl quickly steals the clip she needs. Immediately, the building goes on red alert, and NPCs start shooting at her. Keys is blocked from the location, so he can't help her. Suddenly, Guy crashes inside to save her. Just as Molotov Girl is about to retrieve her clip, more NPCs spawn. Molotov Girl fights off the NPCs and kicks Guy out of the way. Guy watches her fight in astonishment until he gets kicked. He fights the NPC and takes a motorcycle. Molotov Girl leaps over and rides the motorcycle in front of him. She shoots the enemies while Guy drives the motorcycle out of the building. Molotov Girl then activates a glider and they fly out of the scene. Keys is glad that Millie got away, but Mauser warns him that Antoine is coming. Hoping to ride on the character's popularity instead, Antoine orders his creative team to create a custom skin based on Guy for Free City 2. One of the employees stresses that they're already behind importing the skins from Free City 1, but Antoine orders them to stop importing. Keys reminds Antoine that he advertised that the players could use the same characters in the sequel, and Antoine reveals that it was all a lie. In the game, Guy shows Molotov Girl his collection of vehicles and weapons. When asked why he did all of it, Guy shares that he wanted something different because he felt stuck. Guy then takes her out for ice cream, and when he orders bubblegum ice cream, Molotov Girl reveals that it's her favorite. During this, Keys finally finds Guy's code in the game. While walking with Guy, Molotov Girl shares her upbringing of constantly being under pressure. Guy then confesses that he wants to kiss her, which surprises Molotov Girl. She allows him to kiss her, and Millie watches her character kiss Guy. After the kiss, Molotov Girl says someone's at the door, so she hurries to leave. When Millie logs out, she opens the door and Keys hurries inside. He's convinced that their code operates Free City. He then reveals that Guy is an NPC who evolved because of her AI engine. He mentions that the barista at the cafe learned how to make a cappuccino by herself, and Bombshell wrote a memoir. Millie laments that the first decent guy she falls for isn't real. Since all of the advertised elements for Free City 2 are new content, Keys deduces that Free City 2 isn't a sequel but a replacement for Free City 1. Once it's launched, Antoine can delete Free City 1, thus deleting the evidence that he stole their code. Keys plots to find the original build for life itself within Free City with Guy's help. Millie is hesitant about telling Guy the truth, but Keys stresses that Guy would want to save his world. Later, Molotov Girl takes Guy to the multiplayer lounge and reveals that their world is a video game. Everyone in the lounge is a player except Guy. She warns him that the world is about to get deleted, but Guy isn't listening. He stresses that he knew he was meant to be more and was inspired when he met her, but he laments that he's not even real. Guy becomes depressed as he walks down the street. He goes to the beach and throws a stone, but it vanishes when it reaches the game's boundary. He then announces to the other NPCs that they're all fake, but when he gets run over, they ignore him. Guy visits Buddy and asks him what he'd do if he found out that he wasn't real. Buddy claims that it doesn't matter, because even if he's not real, the moment they're having is real. This inspires Guy. Guy takes Buddy to the stash and threatens the owner of the building, Revenjamin Buns. When Revengeman recognizes Guy, he reveals that he's a fan and offers Guy whatever he wants. The player controlling Revengeman streams the game and tells his followers that Guy wants the clip for his walkthrough to the secret level. Revengeman gives him the clip, but tells him that the glitch from which he entered the secret level is already patched up, so they can't go in later. Later, Guy gives the clip to Molotov Girl. Guy's popularity has players considering a different approach in gaming. This has led to players watching Guy's videos instead of buying Free City 2. Antoine panics as pre-sales for his game have gone down significantly. Antoine orders his employees to get rid of Guy, but Keys reveals that Guy is the first self-aware NPC, so they can't delete him. Still, Antoine argues that it's costing him money, so he orders the game to be rebooted to revert Guy to his original programming. Meanwhile, Guy and Molotov Girl watch the clip from Revengeman and see the game glitched back into the design of life itself. Guy recognizes the place, but before he can explain, the reboot happens. Players all around the world panic as Free City goes offline. After a while, Free City reboots and Guy wakes up doing his usual routine. Molotov Girl appears before him, but he doesn't remember her anymore. Defeated, Millie logs out. Later, Keys calls Millie to tell her that something remains in Guy's code even after the reboot. He insists that his AI cannot be deleted. Using the trace log, Keys discovered that Guy is a character he created for life itself who was destined never to meet his dream girl. The dream girl was based on Millie, and thus meeting Molotov Girl triggered Guy's AI evolution. Inspired by this, Molotov Girl robs the bank and takes Guy hostage. She takes him into an alley and gives him sunglasses to see the virtual game. She warns him that their world will disappear soon, but Guy refuses to believe her. Out of choices, Molotov Girl kisses him, triggering Guy's memory. Guy takes her to his apartment and shows her the reflection in the blinds, where they see life itself's design. Millie figures that Antoine hid their design past the horizon, but forgot to scrub the reflections. To get past the horizon, Millie asks Keys for help. To keep Antoine from interfering, Guy gathers all the NPCs and inspires them to do things differently, but they're reluctant. He tries to pique their curiosity, but when the barista announces that she wants to make more than drip coffee, it convinces everyone. Players around Free City are confused as the NPCs have disappeared. Antoine's assistant finds a clip of Guy's conversation with Revengeman, proving that Millie is cooperating with Guy. He orders Mauser to boot her character out, but her player account is protected. Antoine then orders Mauser to get her character killed, but since all NPCs aren't following their program, they can't send them to attack Molotov Girl. Antoine then orders Mauser to turn off the respawn and destroy them, even if it means that all players will be killed off permanently. Suddenly, the buildings in Free City close in on Guy and Molotov Girl. Guy navigates around the city, dodging debris and cars thrown at them. To help them reach the beach, Keys builds a bridge across the city. Antoine then orders the team to unleash Dude, a character that's still in progress. Afterward, Keys is called into Antoine's office, where the CEO scolds him for helping Millie find their build in the game. Antoine finally admits that he calculated that life itself would fail, so he used it to create Free City instead. Hearing this, Keys activates the bridge to allow Guy and Molotov Girl to cross the beach. Antoine orders Mauser to boot out all the players. Molotov Girl starts glitching out of the game, so she instructs Guy to find their build. While Keys gets kicked out of the office, he starts streaming the event in the game for the world to see. Before he crosses the bridge, Guy gets punched by Dude. Dude beats Guy, making him lose his sunglasses. Buddy arrives to help, but Dude punches and throws him down before beating up Guy. Guy retrieves his sunglasses and activates a Captain America shield to deflect Dude's blow. He then uses a Hulk fist to punch Dude, activates a lightsaber and swings it at Dude. He turns the lightsaber into a unicorn hammer to knock out Dude, then transforms it into an anti-gravity gun to throw him. He uses a portal to confront Dude, but Dude gets the upper hand. Buddy tosses Guy's sunglasses back, but he puts them on Dude instead. Dude gets confused at the new things he sees, distracting him. Guy and Buddy then go to the bridge, but Antoine goes to the server room to destroy the game's data. As Antoine starts destroying servers, Free City glitches out. The NPCs run for their lives as Buddy and Guy cross the bridge. Buddy gets separated from Guy, but he assures his friend that it's been the best day of his life before he disappears. Finally, Guy reaches the end and lands on a Life Itself island. Everyone sees the Life Itself build on Free City, finally proving that Antoine stole the game. Millie confronts Antoine, but he still threatens to destroy the last server, thus deleting the whole game. Millie bargains to give Antoine all the rights and profits to the code in exchange for the rest of Free City 1's data. She doesn't care about money or fame. She just wants the world she created back. Days later, the sequel game flops and leads to Antoine's downfall. Meanwhile, Bowser is now working with Keys and Millie, who has launched the new and successful game, Free Life. Bowser urges Keys to confess his feelings for Millie, but when he invites her for coffee, Millie is too busy with her game. Millie logs into Free Life and meets with Guy. There, all the NPCs are living the life they want. Guy understands that Millie has a real life to live in, and he's okay being in Free Life because he can do whatever he wants. Guy then mentions that he was programmed to fall for her. Someone wrote his code as a love letter to her, making Millie realize that Keys is in love with her. Millie chases down Keys to the coffee shop, and they begin a new chapter of their lives together. At the same time, Guy has befriended Dude, though he still misses Buddy. Suddenly, Buddy calls for him from across the street. The two friends happily reunite,